Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Anime King. First of all, if you like to support me and the channel, my PayPal will be in the description. So, thank you guys very much. Now, I'm back with a brand new episode of What If Naruto Had Frieza, Potential and Personality. Remember to get this one too. 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also, guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the brand new series over in the other channels. Yes, I indeed have 3 more which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Anime King 2, Anime King 3, and Anime Symbol. So go ahead and destroy that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting more time, let us begin this now, guys. So the last part that we left off, Naruto captured Haku as she pretended to be a guy, knowing that this sort of environment was dangerous for a woman. Naruto was able to sniff that out pretty easily. She tried to hide her fear from him, pretending to be all tough, but he was dangerous, downright terrifying, as she was scared of him. However, after learning exactly her loyalty and how far she would go, Naruto released her, confusing her even more as he proceeded to leave. He was up to something. We get to see what was going on within Naruto's mindscape, a beast that has lived for thousands of years. The Nine Tails was terrified of Naruto. Since he was sealed inside of the boy, Naruto chakra had been dominating the Nine Tails. Naruto chakra was ever expanding, and it did not function like normal chakra that should be gathered. His chakra burn exploded outwards, like flames that would not be extinguished no matter what. It shows, given the abilities that Naruto are capable of, firing beams of chakra from his finger that was watered down and precise, that pierced through and ripped through a lot of things. For the next couple of days, Naruto took several people from the land of Wave, as he used his power along with the fox power to cause great changes inside of them. Naruto was up to something, yes he was. He moved around, even capturing some of Gato's men. When the day finally came, Naruto was watching as Iniri and his mother was about to be cut down. But knowing that the copy ninja would get on his case, Naruto proceeded to, step in. He took out the bandits rather easily as he made his way towards the bridge. When Haku saw him, she started to fight harder. Sasuke could feel the intensity, but Naruto's power was just too great. He dominated her rather easily. He destroyed the entire place, bringing it all down. With that said and done, Naruto stepped up as he watched Kakashi facing off against Zabuza. Naruto baited Zabuza by using Haku's life. He then restrained Haku and made her watch as Kakashi slaughtered the man. Naruto's words dive into her mind. In her weakest state, he made her see him as the one to save her. He entered her mind, giving her hope, giving her a purpose. She accepted him. The traumatic state was just too much. Naruto experiment on the people of the land of Wave. He infused his own volatile chakra inside of them, along with the fox chakra as a stabilizer. to essentially boost someone's physical and overall capabilities. The others were a failed success, as Naruto ended up wiping them out, wanting her to be his first success. She changed. As she passed out, Naruto moved towards Gato and his people. Kakashi believed that Naruto killed Gato and several of his men before they ran away. When Haku woke up in the house, she tried to kill him, but she found it not within her power. Not that she physically could not try. However, she would have nothing left. Questioning what he did to her, Naruto did not manipulate her or control her mind. He simply gave her a purpose. But she was still the person that she once was. But just different, better. Her hair was now white. Naruto allowed her to say her final resting words to Zabuza, allowing her to finally accept him as her new master, to live for him, to die for him. She had accepted. Kakashi hadn't enough of Naruto decide to put him in his place until Naruto revealed that he is well within his rights to accept Haku into the village. After all, his history as the last Uzumaki was a big part of that. Even if he had a little bit of sway being the Hokage's son, Sakura and Sasuke were shocked by those words. Kakashi had no idea that Naruto knew that. We later on find out that Naruto never killed Gato. He did not. The miss, Naruto used it to his advantage and got Gato out of there. The man was needed for, well, what he had next. What he planned to do next, that is. So yeah guys, basically as per left off, you guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself to begin this new episode. It was a very intensive, quiet trip back to Konoha. Everyone had something on their mind. Not to mention, someone that they fought moments ago was now with them. Standing with them, walking with them like it was nothing. She seemed different. Her white hair, her stature, the way she spoke. But still, she was an enemy not too long ago. And now she was under Naruto's protection because somehow he was a son of the former Hokage. The news was still a shocker to both Sakura and Sasuke. They weren't really close with Naruto, not one bit. This mission was supposed to help them to come together as a team, to allow Naruto to understand teammate, hard work, protecting comrades, but it seemed to have done the opposite. It made him realize how useless they were. Kakashi Hatake stood by, watching carefully. The boy was powerful than he thought, and his mindset was dangerous because he did not trust easily. Kakashi was quite aware that this information that he had wasn't something that he just learned. He perhaps learned it a long time ago. Therefore, he must be harboring a lot of hatred and anger. When they got back to the office, the other two were dismissed. Hiruzen was not expecting this. Gazing towards the white-haired individual, when Kakashi spoke about who she was, he immediately turned his gaze towards Naruto. Naruto, what is the meaning of this? You shouldn't bring a foreign shinobi into the village. You can't just foreign. You speak like she had a village to belong to. Kiri discarded her a long time before Zabuza found her, and now she belongs to me. Kakashi's tone was serious. You can't just claim people. Come on now, sensei. The way he said the word sensei, despite the term was there to show respect to your superiors, the way he said it was just so disrespectful. You knew that this was coming. I warned you on the bridge, Naruto said. Besides, I am fully within my rights to do as I please. You see, Hokage-sama, said Naruto, I've done my reading. Deep within the archives, majority of the uneducated populace will not know. However, I am one of the last Uzumaki is within the village. And a long time ago, the second Hokage of this village placed in a law where the few remaining members of a clan that is on the brink of extinction is allowed to take more than one wife. So, as you can see, I am well within my rights. Harrison was tense, that law. It hasn't been used in decades. Well, it was never dismissed. Thus the law still stands. And as a last Uzumaki male, Haku will be my future selection wife. The both of them gaze towards Naruto. That look in his eyes. They look towards the girl who seems so calm, so accepting of all of this. Curious if she was being controlled by Naruto in some way. You're using a clan law to lock someone into something that's not why it exists. Kakashi said, I'm not using the law to do anything problematic. Tell me, would you rather she what? Be executed? Dissected for her Kekigenkai? After all, it's one of the last within the world in terms of the Yuki clan. Hiruzen narrowed his eyes hearing that. Well, that's not gonna happen. She will survive under me, which is why she's mine. Hiruzen speak as he looked towards Naruto. You speak of protection, yet your tone, your methods, you're not doing this in the best interest of the will of fire, he said. Naruto looked at the man with a mocking look on his face. And there it is, said Naruto. Will of fire. I've heard this word a lot. It is said so much it sounds like it's some kind of oath. Something that everyone should just drop and bow to and understand. But I'll give you another one. Blood makes law. And I'm not just any normal child. I contain the nine-tailed fox. The beast that is sealed inside of me. The only reason why this village is still standing is because of the sacrifice my father made. My blood is Minato Namikaze's. Hiruzen stiffened as Kakashi closed his visible eye. You know, Hiruzen said, I must say, you really underestimated me. Do you really believe I'm that dumb, said Naruto, that I would not figure something like this out? Huh. It seems you did believe I was that dumb, Naruto said. Well, I guess this one is on you. Then again, that doesn't really concern me in the slightest. What? Both of them said. That man died a hero, but I was raised a curse. I am not Minato Namikaze's legacy. I'm the reckoning of his cowardness. Kakashi glared turned towards Naruto, his tone dark. He said Naruto's name, but Naruto snapped towards him with a venomous gaze. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. It shall never be Naruto Namikaze. I will never honor the man that sealed a demon inside of me, leaving me on my own to fend for myself while others saw me as a monster, a traitor, a demon to this village. For years I stood by and took it, the pain and suffering. So I will never claim that name as my own. Now, as you can see, I'm well within my rights. And any action that might befall village security shall be on my head. It will be the consequences of my actions. So if you don't mind, Naruto bowed his head. I shall take my leave now. Both men believing that Naruto was simply filled with so much hatred and anger. The sacrifice that his father made. However, as they stepped outside, you're really good at playing with people's emotion, Haku said, having been quiet the entire time. Well, it's a part of a little game I love to play. It's acting, said Naruto. Of course, Naruto did not feel sad about that, because Naruto never, not once, cared about what the people thought of him. He saw what they praised, He saw what they celebrate. Their praises meant nothing to him. In his eyes, they were lesser beings. I'm finding it really hard to accept that you can speak to the Hokage like that without any repercussions. Well, he cannot really do anything about it. Clan law should not be troubled by the Hokage unless the clan affects the village in security-wise or in something more drastic to cause a problematic event that would lead to outside interference. Other than that, he would be breaking his own law that the first Hokage set into action to ensure that the people of Konoha had a voice. And while it is still small, my name alone brings forward the ideology of the clan Uzumaki. But it's not over. Soon enough we will be summoned. We? Yes. They will be curious about you. They will try to persuade me. Your power is something that will entice a lot of people. Keep in mind that you are the last Yuki. Many would want you, but none of them are gonna touch you because Naruto pulled her towards him. You are mine. She felt a tremble run down her spine as he gazed into her eyes. His words so demanding, his presence so commanding. Now, let us go. There's a lot to be done, said Naruto. Over the next few weeks, Haku learned how much has changed about her. She was definitely not being controlled by Naruto, but in the moment that she thought she had nothing left, he gave her a purpose. He gave her a reason to survive. And without him, she would have no one left. Thus, the reason why she could not bring herself to leave. However, she also learned how much she's changed. The white hair was a symbol of her mutation. The power that Naruto used inside of her was special. His chakra was special. He used a nine-tail essence as a stabilizer to enhance healing and kept her body from exploding. Her bloodline was powerful but limited, so Naruto wanted to remove that limit to see how far she could go, as she became one of his first soldiers, one of his first experiments. Her power was different, the way it felt, the way it constructed. Her power was no longer the combination of water and wind. It had evolved into something else. She spent days trying to understand truly how it worked. And the more time went by, the more impressive she was. She was impressed by it all. She watched as he seemed to enjoy her exponential growth, telling her that she will have to be powerful, extremely so for what is to come. However, it was a clan meeting where she saw how much he cared about her, which made her care deeply for him. Even more, he was giving her purpose, understanding. The room was quiet until Naruto arrived, Haku by his side. Hiruzen was the one that started it out. Naruto, we've called you here to discuss about your recent actions. Returning back from a mission with an unknown kunoichi of a foreign origin, unregistered, undocumented, and potentially dangerous. Naruto smiled. How lovely. You sound almost worried. But please, let us not dance around the subject, shall we? You want Haku. Homura was the next one to speak up. She is a bearer of a rare and a valuable bloodline, the Yuki clan of the Ice Release. It's important that it does not go to waste. We can train a core around her abilities. She could be greatly beneficial to the village. Danzo was the next one to speak. This is not up for debate. Bloodlines belong to the village, not an individual. You have no authority to lay claim over her. They believe that they could pressure Naruto into, doing something that they can't pressure him into doing. Haku was worried at first, but she saw the look on his face. He was smiling. Yes, he was smiling. If anything, he seemed rather happy about the whole thing. And yet, I have. You speak of authority. Do you speak of yours, Danzo? Danzo was curious. He hadn't said his name not even once. But the boy spoke his name like he was well aware of it. The same authority that once buried root agents in the blood of many clans to spy on. Danzo's eye narrowed dangerously at Naruto. Or perhaps the authority that allowed Uzu to burn while you sat here debating on different subjects. Watch your tone, boy, Koharu said. We are your elders. You will show us respect. Oh, I respect you. I respect how long you've clung to power like parasites of a dying tree, said Naruto. I respect how you've presumed that wisdom is the years of relevance that you've managed to keep so long. Your tone is dangerous, Uzumaki. You are not above the council. Now watch your tone. Hayashi said he was a regal man, refusing to allow any child to speak like that to their superiors. Naruto smiled towards him. A child. Yes, I'm a child, said Naruto, who have mastered more than any of your ears combined. I'm a child who commands chakra that is so refined none of you can understand. Tell me, Hayashi, shall I speak about your daughters like property, just like how you want to speak of Haku? Shall I take one of them for my clan and call it strategic breeding, said Naruto. Hayashi was fuming angrily. It was then that they realized that this boy, he knew a lot. Shikaku with a calmer mind spoke up. You've read the ancient laws, that is clear. Using them to shield yourself. We can't touch you legally. But you're playing a dangerous game, Shikaku said. Danger is subjective. And yes, I've read the laws. I've understand them. Thus I'm well in my right to do as what I'm doing right now. After all, any problems that my so-called dangerous kunoichi might cause, the action shall befall on me for the punishment, and yet there is none because there is no dangerous actions. What about the business that we heard about outside the village walls? You've been back from Kiri for a couple of weeks now, but we heard rumors, whispers, seals and private contracts going around outside of Konoha walls. How would you ever come across something like that, given your lack of exposure to the outside world until now? Inoichi said. Rumors. They do move fast, do they? Especially when you're looking for something. There is a lot that I've kept to myself that will end up being rather beneficial to my clan. After all, we Uzumakis were known for our sealing. Non-lethal sealing wear, chakra regulator, spiritual token, and personalized barrier seals. No forbidden techniques, no war exploits, no illegal substance. This does not bother Konoha in the slightest. And what exactly is all of this? Inoichi said, looking towards Naruto. Well, if I do remember correctly, each clan has to benefit something towards the village. While I'm only a clan in name right now. In a couple of years, I will have to become beneficial. Therefore, I'm ensuring that I do bring something beneficial to Konoha when the time does come. When I'm 16, if I remember correctly, Naruto said with a smile. So yes, I am conducting business outside the village with the help of my number 2 here, said Naruto, pointing towards Haku. As you're well aware, she's been in the outside world for a long time. There is a lot I learned from her, and I'm sure that many of you have witnessed her leave in the village to conduct businesses in the past few days. Nothing that is harmful though. So you expect us to believe someone like her, given who she was with to begin with, is talking to people with legal activities? Shikaku said, yes. And you expect us to believe that this is for the betterment of Konoha? Danzo said, yes. Exactly like you do, said Naruto. No, if you don't mind, I'm rather young, and there's a lot to do. I mean, isn't it hard being a clan head? I just have the one member, and it's hard for me. I can't imagine what you all must be going through. Now, I must leave, said Naruto. We haven't dismissed you yet, Koharu said. Hiruzen was quiet as he simply absorbed this. Hiruzen had checked on everything before the meeting. He knew there was nothing they could do with Naruto. However, Hiruzen had his man outside, Jiraiya. He already called him to check out the businesses that Naruto was getting himself involved with. And how did he gain these connections? Because he was in his right to prove that there was nothing that was illegal about his business, which had shown through the merchants that has been coming in Konoha. But Hiruzen knew that there was something else, something that he was hiding. Thus Jiraiya was out there. Naruto turned. And what else is it that you would like to ask? After all, I'm sure I'm in my right to keep a few things to myself. It was in that moment at the end that they knew that this boy wasn't just a child. Smart, calculated, manipulative. When he was gone, they spoke. Something has to be done about him. He was setting a dangerous precedent. It wasn't just about the business that he was conducting. He did not respect any of them. He wasn't showing his ways in doing disrespectful actions, but his words. They had to do something, but exactly what can they do? Everything so far was within his right and legal. Yes, he might be young. However, he was in his right to operate something that would be beneficial for the time when he's going to bring forward his, help to Konoha. And the Uzumakis were known for their sealing arts. The boy had to be watched, that was for certain. None of them trust him at all. They could see that. They could not trust him. Time skip. The notion of finding out that he was the son of Minato would not benefit any of them in there. In fact, it is best if the world did not find out as of yet. There were still many enemies, unfortunately though. In the span of 1 week, everyone in the village knew about it. Naruto was rather amused. All of them were nothing like monkeys. A little bit of information and their opinion changed. Follow the leader, having no sense of their own. Primal beasts, apes, with no common sense. That is why he was better than them all. That is why they were nothing but lesser beings to him. Months went by. Naruto moved out of that crappy apartment. The influx of cash started to rise. The people got nicer. Some wished to speak. However, Naruto still operated the same way he did. Disrespectful, manipulative. Many believed that he was not easy to forgive them for the past. But Naruto did not see them as anything too important. Their self-worth meant nothing to him. When the Chunin exam swing around, Haku wasn't here. Haku has been out of the village for 2 weeks now. Naruto was well aware that Jiraiya has been operating outside to find out what he's mixed up in. However, Naruto was going through great lengths to ensure that Jiraiya would not find out. At the moment, Team 7 was currently facing off against the Chunin exams. Kakashi, knowing that Naruto was more than capable, but many also want to see Sasuke, but since the reveal, rumors has been exploding across the elemental nation. There were many spies that will come. Many people that would want to understand. Many people that would want to witness what was going on. Naruto came across another Jinchuriki. He was unstable. Naruto could see that the moment he met him. Flashback. Making his way, Naruto came across the grandson of Hiruzen, about to be hit. Naruto did not care about the child, but he was curious about the Sand Ninjas and their affliction to anger in another village. But more so he was curious about was the one in the tree. Sakura had been chasing after Naruto. She called out towards him but he ignored her. They were heading the same way. She tried to be casual with him. She tried to speak with him, but he only spoke when he had something to say. He barely answered any of her questions. It was like they weren't even teammates. "What's going on?" she said. "I do not know," said Naruto as he stepped forward. "You know, this would be some good advice, but that child you're holding is the grandson of the Hokage, so harming him would be really idiotic." Temari released a sigh. Kankuro always starting problems, but that brat was no ordinary brat. But Kankuro wanted to still show that he was a big shot. Hokage grandson or not, brats like these need to have proper manners for their better and their elders. "Put me down," Konohamaru said, as Kankuro pulled him further upwards. "Be quiet," he said, "and you two, scram before you get hurt." When his eyes connected with Naruto, he immediately dropped the child. He was rather used to bloodlust and gazes that commence with so much bloodlust after all. Gaara, the unstable one, was his brother. However, when he gazed into that eyes, he saw something 1,000 times worse. Temari, shocked by her brother, sudden look of fear as she turned. But when she looked at Naruto, all she saw was a calm individual. "What the hell was that?" she questioned to Kankuro. I don't know. His entire body was overwhelmed a moment ago. The sensation triggered two people. As Sasuke's sudden movements, he was on there, right on the fence, making his way as well to see Kakashi. Well, it seems like all of Team 7 is gathered. "You should join up with your teammates to make it perfect," Naruto said. They were confused who he was talking to until Sand materialized in front of Naruto. Gaara was inches away from him. "Who are you?" he said. There was something about this one that he hasn't felt ever before. Naruto leaned in, making it rather awkward given how close they were, but neither seemed to care about that. "Who are you?" Naruto said, smiling as he spoke. Everyone was confused and worried, well, Temari and Kankuro, knowing how Gaara is. "My name is Gaara." Gaara introduced himself. Naruto introduced himself back. They looked at one another. "Tell me, Uzumaki, will you be participating in the tuning exams?" "Yes, I presume that we will." "Why would you like to know?" Gaara smiled. Temari knew that smile all too well. This one had a lot of fight, a lot of vitality within him. Gaara would like to snuff that out. He was truly a wicked one. As he walked away, telling his siblings to come, Naruto smiled. "What's that guy's deal?" Sakura questioned. "He's perfect," said Naruto. "What?" Sakura said. Naruto poked her on the forehead. "You talk too much," he said, before walking away. "What the hell was that?" Sasuke said. End of flashback. Team 7 found themselves within the Forest of Death after completing the first phase of the exam. Naruto spotted a team not too far away. "Should we just go after them? What if they're strong, he said, looking towards Sakura. I'm sure Sasuke is happy to hear that. Just stay back, Sasuke said. I'll handle it all. Well, you heard him. The big bad Uchiha have this one in the bag. Sasuke sent Naruto a glare as he made his way. The team from the rain had a rather unique ability. It seems like they had multiple members. Naruto pointed his finger toward the tree as he blasted a hole right through it. The next moment, the illusions vanished. The other two scampered out. They looked petrified. Sasuke rushed in and delivered two massive blows, taking them out. As Sasuke noticed the blood leaking from behind the tree, Naruto had pierced right through the guy's skull. Sasuke said nothing though. Searching their belongings, he found the scroll that they needed. They were in luck. Sasuke stepped towards the group when suddenly, a massive gust slammed down on the entire area. Both of them hunkered down as Naruto turned. Slithering through the trees was a massive snake, at least 100 times larger than him. Naruto stood there, watching the kunoichi on top of the snake's head, feeling the chakra, feeling the power. The snake struck out. Sakura and Sasuke leaped away. However, Naruto fired two beams directly into its eyes. It immediately threw its head back, swinging around, before it poofed away, returning back to its land. Someone landed within the shadows. I must say, I'm impressed. Efficient, fast, deadly. The person appeared behind Naruto. Well, I shouldn't be surprised, given that you are the son of Minato Namikaze. So the rumors have reached that far, said Naruto, looking rather amused. The person rested a hand on Naruto's shoulder. You seem rather calm for a dead individual. If I believed that you had what to kill me, well, I suppose I still wouldn't be that upset. I'm not really afraid of people that much. Much less whatever you are. Whatever I am your undoing. The one who's gonna snuff your life out right here and now. And after that, there will be nothing left of you. Only a memory. Then why don't you go ahead? What's with the long speech, Naruto questioned. Sasuke hurled kunais and shurikens, causing the both of them to jump away. The kunoichi landed. As Naruto landed, the both of them still gazing towards each other. She was intrigued by this one. Her purpose, her target was the Uchiha, but this one was different. This one was special. As she watched him, Naruto stepped forward. Stay out of this, he said, gazing down towards Sasuke. This opponent is beyond you. It's mine. Sasuke shouted back. I am the one that's Naruto blasted the ground, blowing the both of them away, launching them into the foliage. My oh my. They find it hard to listen, especially that Uchiha. She appeared behind him once again, crossing the distance just like that. Brave, are you not? Sending your teammates away. Or perhaps you're sacrificing yourself to me. As if I'll die for someone like them. Or anyone. A truly pathetic notion, don't you say, Orochimaru? She stiffened. Orochimaru. Now why would you say that? I pride myself on knowing my enemies, or future enemies, even future allies. Not to mention, there's only one other person that can summon snakes. And I'm sure that you're not Uncle Midarashi. So tell me, how much of a naive child do you think I am? The Sannin stepped around Naruto. I must say, I wasn't expecting this. You really caught me off guard. Truly an interesting child. You're not even afraid. I've heard about you. The one that doesn't really like people that much. The one that is always one step ahead. Let me guess. Your spy within Konoha told you. Don't worry. I don't know who it is. But it's rather easy to figure out that you have one. Orochimaru smiled. Confident as well. Tell me, boy. What exactly do you think is going to happen here? How about a partnership, said Naruto. Orochimaru chuckled. Why would I ally myself with a child, much less a son of the former Hokage? Now I must ask, do you think I am stupid? Orochimaru questioned. Stupid? Of course not. In fact, your work is kind of an inspiration to me. I've heard about things that you've done. Things that you've done that has people terrified. I also believe that the best way to control is use fear. Mind-breaking fear, said Naruto. Now, ask the question that you want to ask. What do you have to offer, Orochimaru said. A lot. So much. The Sannin smiled. Speaking about betraying your village within the open, and expecting me not to believe that you're doing so to simply save yourself from my wrath. Save myself from your wrath. Ah, I see. You think you're better than me, stronger than me. Well, is that really a... Orochimaru was sent sailing before he could finish his words, blasting through several trees. The Sannin rooted up the ground and created a trench. Naruto punched him. No blast, no ability. Naruto punched him. Orochimaru lay in the dirt, unable to truly believe what just happened. He's been hit hard before, and that punch felt like he was hit by one of the strongest women that he ever come across. His former teammates Nede Senju. How could a child muster that amount of power? He said, picking himself up only for Naruto to step into his face, breaking his head into the ground. Naruto fell right on top of the man, ripping his head out by holding him by his throat as he whispered into his ears. The Sannin, fully aware and fully capable of getting up, remained where he was to hear what had to be said. As his body recuperated, don't underestimate me, you snake. Just because I give you a partnership doesn't mean that I would work for you. After all, I believe the both of us goals align. The utter destruction of the Hidden Leaf. After all, you once swore to the village and to the Hokage that you would burn it down, that you would crush it all, didn't you? Naruto said, picking himself up. Orochimaru rose, his body snapping back together, dusting himself off. He looked at Naruto's hand. Tell me something. Was that a simple punch? He questioned. Naruto opened his mouth, but the Sannin, wanting his get back, appeared in front of Naruto, only for his hand to be grabbed by a tail. Orochimaru was stunned by the energy tail wrapped around his wrists. I must say, you're rather childish. And that's coming from an actual child. Or perhaps your pride is wounded from that punch and that stomp, said Naruto. So tell me, are you here to play around and flirt? Or can we actually speak business? And what if I were to deny your request and simply take you down, Orochimaru said. Naruto smiled. I was hoping that you would say that. Well, a part of me was. It's been a long time since I had some true fun. And I've learned a lot lately. Would you mind being my exercise dummy? Naruto said with a smile. Meanwhile, Uncle Midarashi was having a little nap when suddenly, Boom! An explosion shook the entire forest of death and traveled through Konoha. Windows shatter, the ground tremble, the heaven quake. Anko eyes widen as she leap up to the highest tree. What the hell was that? But guys, be in subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Just go ahead and comment and tell me, and I'll be posting it as soon as possible. But I'm off for now. Peace.